Agent Zero and Legend of Winning are two best friends who make content together. They have a combined 7 channels and run 2 of those channels together. Agent and Lo are some of the funniest content creators on YouTube and have a top leisure and gaming podcast on both Apple and Spotify. But how did it start? In this video, I will take you through the journey of 2 friends and a dream.
God! She said, what if I answered the fucking call? That ain't even like a natural position. This is what she was doing. She was like this. She was like this.
Whoa.
Beat that nigga up, daddy. You beat that nigga up. You're fat. Wait, how fat are you? How fat were you 7 years ago? Yo. Your cousin?
The journey starts with Agent Zero, an up-and-coming 2K YouTuber known for being a sharpshooter, being able to shoot the lights out and give tips and guides about shooting in NBA 2K. Agent would go on to start a podcast called the Ayo Podcast. He would start this podcast with a few friends, such as Josh, also known as Enviers, and Waffleman60.
Yo, YouTube. Oh, it's Crack Like a Jacket's back. It is the co-host with the most, the beast in the east, the best in the west, the stone cold pain in your chest. Waffleman60 in this motherfucker.
In this podcast, they would talk about basketball. And that's really it. They would rotate people out consistently with appearances from Brutal and B Souls. Then, one day, Agent was looking for a new guest for the podcast, and here comes Legend of Simping. Lo was a viewer of the podcast and would send Agent a thumbnail of a giraffe, which was an inside joke on the podcast. Agent, seeing the creativeness and ambition of Lo, would invite him on the podcast as a guest. With Agent not being able to say no and Lo still being in the group chat, Lo would continue to show up on the podcast and eventually just become a permanent member. Agent and Lo would then, through mutual interests, would start to become really good friends. They would talk about YouTube and play 2K together. And the two playing 2K together would lead to one of the most infamous moments in 2K history.
You're fucking trash, Monte.
Stupid ass
nigga, you don't know what the fuck you doing, nigga. Trash ass nigga. Nice trash ass nigga. As soon as we start giving you the ball, nigga, we start winning, nigga. You Hawaiian ass nigga. Hawaiian ass nigga. We playing PS4 with a fucking Xbox controller, nigga.
Legend of Dum Dum.
Legend of Dum Dum. Nigga, you playing a PS4 with a goddamn GameCube controller, nigga.
Legend of Dum Dum. Dum Dum. That's how they say Fron. You're Dum Dum.
Legend of Winning would continue to show up throughout Agent's channel. They would even do the same prank on Hank the Tank.
He left. Yeah, he left.
He left? Oh, he put out a tweet. He said goats, and he showed me shooting 1 for 5.
After these videos, Lo would become known as a troll, but also people would recognize the chemistry between the two creators. Then, on January 17, 2018, the two would release an audio-only podcast called Off Top.
Welcome, everybody, to what's going to be episode 1 of the 4 Out 1 In Pick and Roll podcast. I'm here as the host, Agent Zero, co-host with me, Legend of Winning. Say what's up, man.
On the Off Top podcast, they would also talk about basketball. They would talk about NBA history, trivia, and trade rumors. This podcast would only last 48 episodes until it was finally abandoned. But 2 years later, on January 27, 2020, the Top Gaming and Leisure podcast would air its first episode.
Welcome to the first ever peer-to-peer podcast on YouTube. My name is Agent Zero, and with me I have
Legend of Winning, aka Lo.
We're starting a new podcast. For those of you guys who have been following us for a while, you know we had a podcast.
The peer-to-peer podcast was a renowned success. For the first time, the two talked about more than just basketball, from greatest sim stories to current events to literally getting a porn star on the show. The podcast shows a different side of Agent and Lo you don't typically see. The chemistry between the two is unmatched, and with the humor and ignorance from the producer of the podcast, John, the podcast was bound to be successful, now at 169 episodes strong as of recording this video. Agent and Low would continue to post on their podcast channel, but on March 21st, 2020, Agent would create his second channel called Agent 02, which he would later change to Agent 01 due to his audience's input. Agent would start to post content other than 2K and just extra content on this channel, and on April 15, 2020, Legend of Dad Jeans would appear on the channel playing NBA Live 06.
Dog my cats off of the clock.
Agent would start to post reactions on this new channel, and again, the reception the videos got with Low were insane. Many of the comments talked about how funny Agent and Low were together during the reaction videos. Agent would continue to post reaction videos with Low, and on June 10, 2020, even Low would start to post reactions on his second channel, Load Up, which is now called Foot on the Line.
Watch out, watch out. It's my video.
Hey, what's good with y'all? We here! Hey, there's a funny video about to.
What are you doing?
Are you about to introduce it?
I'm gonna introduce my video to my channel. You hear me?
Hey,
Stop. Watch out. Watch
hey,
out.
Low has a second channel. It's linked in the description.
This is literally going on my second channel.
Oh, is
this
that what we
my
agreed on?
video. Stop.
Low would post reactions with him and Agent, and again, the videos were perceived very well. And on December 7th, Agent and YRG Low would pull the plug on a new channel.
Yo, Playback, welcome back. We here with another banger. We're gonna figure out why men run away from the dating world, man.
Good question.
Playback was a new channel where Agent and Low would react to new and trending videos. The first video was a 1v1, and there are some IRL interviews every now and then, but the majority of the content is reaction videos, where they would react to current events and of course, relationship advice. Both Playback and the Peer-to-Peer podcast would continue to grow in popularity. The Peer-to-Peer podcast would surpass 150,000 subscribers, and Playback would surpass 200K. Agent and Legend of Winning have built a connection deeper than YouTube, and are now starting to reap the benefits of said relationship. Millions of people enjoy them every day, and just wanted to say appreciate the work both of y'all put in. Thanks for watching.
Do you push back the fat?